Hello, it's CJ Miller. I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana. Across the Red River is beautiful Bossier City, Louisiana. And last night's dinner party, um, I'm going to call it a win. Uh, so, had a couple of last minute cancellations, but that's always par for the course when you're having a large group of people over. But I don't mind. I prepare for the full guest list, and if a few people have to bow out, that's okay. But it was great. We had a good turnout. Let's see. Myself, I had about 8 people. We had about eight. Let me see. Yeah, let me see. Let me do a little head count. Now, one of them was a small child, but still, I love her. She's my little baby niece, my great niece. So, uh, my great niece, her two parents. Uh, Jay was first to arrive. Uh, Mike, his daughters, our friend Robert, and myself. And yeah, that was awesome. Food galore. But today is the day I get to rest and relax and reward myself with one of these leftover creme brulees. I made 10 brulees. We had, uh, yeah, feel that hard shell. This is an egg custard. It's eggs, heavy cream, sugar, and vanilla. And the preparation for this is really awesome. You take the egg yolks and the sugar and whisk them in a bowl, set them aside, warm some heavy whipping cream until you get, you want to warm it slow until you'll get some soft bubbling on the inside, and you'll see some of the solids maybe even will probably, even though you really don't want it, they'll probably start to separate and they'll kind of gather at the top. And at that point, you could start skimming and doing other things with the milk. You could break it down and make clotted cream, which is a very enriched version of butter or something like that. You know, you could do all sorts of things with that, but really what you want to do is you want to whisk those back together, and you want to temper the cream and vanilla to the egg whites and sugar, and you want to temper them in the same container, mix them very well, then pour them into these ramekins, and then bake them at 300, no more than 320, 25 degrees or whatever, but I think I did 325, really, and you want to go in for about 30 to 35 minutes, depending on your oven. Then you take them out, and you wrap them very securely. I used plastic wrap, and then like a saran, and then refrigerate. And you can keep these for a couple of days in the fridge, and then when you're ready, put some sugar over the top of it and caramelize it, and you get this great candy crust right here. Look at that. It's great. I love a good, really dark, almost a burnt flavor, because this is creme brulee, translates into burnt cream. If you taste, or for a lighter flavor, you could just lightly caramelize, but I like to go heavy with mine. The kitchen torch I use to do this is a beast, but the secret here is this texture. See, you get a lighter texture when you go with the lighter color, and if you go heavier with it, you get a heavy, more of a crisp. So, and this is good. And you could top this with like little berries or more whipped cream or whatever. But it's just, I don't know, look at the creaminess of this. This beats any sort of any sort of anything. This is perfect. You could take just this cream as it is, put it through a pastry bag and fill pastries or anything like that. All sorts of things, all sorts of wonderful, fun things, but I just love it like this the best. And this is my reward. To myself, because even with all that food, I still stayed with the diet that I had. I had chicken wings, jambalaya, with a chicken sausage jambalaya, the bits of sausages I had, pork chops out. I had, oh my God, you name it. There was a lasagna, just all of it, all sorts of, there was a cake, there was the puff pastry that I filled with cream cheese and chocolates and marshmallows and everything. It was, you know, and with all that, I maintained my diet now, and I have enough food to last for a few days. I'll have to do very little cooking at all before my trip next week, and I'm really excited about that, by the way. These are something that take a couple of days to make. I guess you could do all the steps in one day, but I like to make the filling and then let it sit. Oh, it's even crunchy as I bite into it. I like to make the filling and a day or so ahead, It's just, and that can, just pull one of these out and have it just whenever, If they find a way to do this, and make it diet food. Let me tell you, there's a lot of sugar in here. It's not diet food, but it is the only treat that I'm having today. I've had one very lean pork chop a few hours ago, and then I had this just now to pick me up, and then I'm going to the gym later on, and I'll work this off. So, there we go. Okay. I'm going to end the video now because what I'm about to do to the inside of this cup is very unsightly, almost obscene. But I love you guys, and yeah, I hope you have a wonderful evening. I hope you have a great rest of your week. I hope the rest of your lives is as great as it can be. And yeah, come see us in Shreveport, Bossier. Bye.